What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Price Man reacting to another video. This time for the AFL Championship game of 1968. It's the game right before Super Bowl III, Jets Raiders at Chase Stadium in New York. Let's start the video.
To me, it was an easy game. The only pressure game I had was the AFL Championship. That's the game you got to win to get to the Super Bowl.
The weather for the championship game was foul. I mean, it was foul. The field was frozen and lumpy, and the wind was gusting to like 40 miles an hour. I mean, it was heavy wind.
The wind was one problem. The Raiders' defense was another. Some of the hits Namath took were legal, some weren't.
Look at that man go.
The first half was a rough half, physically.
Again, the Raiders had injured him. His finger was dislocated, and the constant pounding had taken a toll.
So, it may not seem like much, but you dislocate your finger as a quarterback and it's cold as hell like that, that's going to really affect your ability to throw the ball with accuracy and power. So that's why that's important. It may not seem like much. Like if he was a running back, kind of powered through it. I mean, it would still hurt like hell. It would be a nagging injury, or even if you're like a strong safety or anything. But as a quarterback, when you need that, all your fingers to kind of throw the ball, yeah.
You get smelling salts, you snap back too. The rest of you feels all right. And if you can get back to the moment, then you go.
Namath again showed his trademark toughness and never missed a snap.
Namath back to pass on second down, throws for the end zone, touchdown for Maynard.
The Jets brought a 4-point lead into the fourth quarter. Namath called for Maynard to again run the square out to the sideline.
The wind was blowing unbelievable, and the wind caught it.
It is intercepted by Atkinson at the 30, down to the 25, the 20. He's down to the 10, the 5, and he is knocked out of bounds.
Joe's always been a football player, and he just didn't give a good tackle. Boy, I mean, he nailed the guy.
Namath was in pain, but failing to complete the pass to Maynard hurt even more.
Even when he crowds, it's good.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I was about to tell you, I guess in the film it looked good.
Oh, well,
He's a nice crowd because he's not looking at me.
For the first time in the game, the Raiders went ahead. Namath's interception had given away the lead. His best receiver knew how to get it back.
I said, Joe, I got a long one when you need it.
I told the team that I was going to call one play, but be alert for the audible that I'd go to if Maynard's situation presented itself. In other words, if the DB Atkinson climbed up in a bump and run.
Jump to him. You gotta get a score off,
We got up there, boy, and sure enough, Atkinson climbed up on Don. Check to the audible. Wonderful protection.
Namath dropping back to pass.
Hey, and you got to give Joe credit for this, man. That man always gave props to his teammates. Even though offensive line, he's like, hey, wonderful protection, guys. So it's another trademark of a leader. You got to give credit where credit is due, man. Because, I mean, if they didn't hold up, he gets sacked, he can't make this throw.
He is looking, he is going to throw long for Don Maynard. And Maynard makes the pass down to the 10, and he is dumped out of bounds on the 8-yard line. A great over-the-shoulder catch, Don Maynard against George Atkinson.
It was. It's the greatest catch I ever made, and don't run it back because I might miss it.
With the go-ahead score in reach, Namath showed his maturity as a quarterback by remaining patient.
Namath looking for the end zone, throwing, touchdown to Maynard. Joe Namath throwing to Don Maynard. He was not the intended original receiver.
Namath was looking to his left toward George Sauer. Had time to change, look completely across the field to Don Maynard.
Going through his progressions.
I knew the Raiders as a ball club, they don't ever give up, and you got LaMonica behind the center, and here they come.
Defense, just keep your poise now. Keep your poise. Don't hit late or anything. No penalties.
Six weeks after the Heidi game, the Raiders stood 12 yards away from another miracle comeback. But this time, the winds of fortune and of Shea Stadium were at the Jets' back.
2:20 to play. First and 10 of the New York 13. LaMonica back to pass, looking, throwing a swing pass behind. He threw the ball behind Charlie Smith. It's covered by the Jets. That was a lateral pass. It was not a forward pass.
We going to Super Bowl.
When Namath signed and underwent knee surgery, the Jets doctors gave him 4 years. 4 years was all it took. The Jets were AFL champions.
Never dreamed it would come this quick.
Absolutely. It's quick. 4 years.
You think
Took a long time coming. 4 years. You want to win every year. First year on.
winning? Nothing else matters to me. Winning, whether I catch 1 or 10, nothing else matters.
We celebrated like it was a Super Bowl afterwards. We were throwing champagne around like it was crazy. It was just unbelievable.
You know, your entire life as an athlete, you're wanting to win a championship, whatever level it's on. And here we were going for the world championship.
I said, well, men, we all going to get the loser's share. All you got to do is go out there and play a little extra and you can get the winner's share. And then there's always those guys that says, oh, I want that ring. I want that ring. And my comment, I care less about a ring. I want the $15,000.
Shout out to Don Maynard. I believe he's passed on now, so rest in peace, Don. Man, just some of the stuff I've seen, obviously well before my time on this earth, but man, some of the interviews I've seen about this game and just his career that he's spoken on, just seems like it's like a real down to earth dude and just like a hard-working dude too. Like, you could tell when it's game time, he's not one to mess around with. But other than that, a real chill guy, But man, you guys weren't really making much back in the day, but they laid the foundation for what we have now. Man, if we're going to just take a little bit of their grit and put it into some of these newer players, man, we would have some awesome cats. But I want to bring up Al Davis. He owned the Raiders. He's passed on too, so rest in peace, Al. He's actually an alumnus, alumni, or whatever it's. He actually attended Syracuse University. He hated the Jets because he wanted his Raiders to win the Super Bowl, be the first AFL team to win the Super Bowl. The Packers had won the first 2 Super Bowls. They beat the Chiefs and the Raiders. So the Raiders were like, look, we need to go back there and win one. They eventually won one not too long after this. I believe they beat the Vikings. I forgot which Super Bowl. I think it was Super Bowl 7. Let's see. Let's fact check this. Raiders first Super Bowl. Okay. It wasn't 7. It was actually Super Bowl 11. I was 4 years off. But it was against the Minnesota Vikings. So, and I believe Fred Biletnikoff was MVP. Let me double check. Was it Biletnikoff? Who was MVP? Yep, Fred Biletnikoff. Great wide receiver. He's kind of forgotten in time. So I got much respect for the Raiders. That's John Madden getting carried after they won the Super Bowl. I mean, man, shout out to the Raiders for that. And I believe, was it Plunkett was the quarterback? Or was it Ken Stabler? It should have been Ken Stabler. Let's see. What's it say? Ken Stabler? Who's the quarterback? Yep, Ken Stabler from Alabama. Yeah, so that was a great Raider squad for sure. I wasn't sure if Jim Plunkett was in the picture yet, but that came later. So just a few years later, Jim Plunkett was the starting quarterback for the Raiders. But back to this Jet squad, man. You know, legends never die. It's just, man, these old clips, man. It's a bygone era, man. I wish they could have played like this in modern times. But I will say this: the athletes we have now in the NFL are definitely faster and stronger than these old players. But these old players had more grit. Don't get me wrong; there were still some behemoths back then too. But as a whole, as the average, yeah, the players are faster and stronger now for sure. But with that said, I'll probably do Super Bowl III reaction. And if you check out that search box, Landing in Brooklyn, by contrast, check out that song. Till next time, YouTube.